something content, something. I think I'm getting the hang of the new job, so that's good. I think I'm getting the hang of what I'm doing with the stuff at both Costco and at the other locations, so that's good. Everything seems to be working. No news? Pizza. Yeah, pizza. Good pizza. I don't know. That's the problem with a vlog starting the dog when I did is realizing, oh yeah, to be honest, now that I'm doing this vlog, most of my vlogging will probably be how's work going? What other content do I provide? Because I can't talk about the one job at all because a lot of what I'm doing is like secrety bank stuff. And Costco is, I put the chips on the shelf and then people like Doritos. And I can't blame them, I like Doritos too. I could do other content. That's what I'm trying to debate is what should I do? What do I put into the vlog? While still keeping it a vlog about me as opposed to, let's talk some researched historical discourse. Let's go into the history of the French dynasties of the 18th century, or the history of how the religious wars in various locations led to the rise of this, and why the factors for the Protestant Reformation were so perfect based on fears of the South and of the North. Don't get me wrong, I love that stuff, but the problem with that is that all takes research, that all takes finding sources, and don't get me wrong, I love those things. Those are good things to do. Those are things that historians should be doing. I don't have the time for that. And it doesn't really qualify as a vlog at that point. I'll share my opinions. What movies have you watched recently? None. What games are you playing? I started Dicey Dungeons. I've been playing that for a bit of my free time. That's just a game where you roll dice, and it's kind of a roguelike where you play as different dice characters who have different abilities, such as one person who's got strong equipment, one person who has lots of equipment but it's relatively weak, one person who has to trash their equipment every single turn, and then you have to go through a bunch of enemies where you roll d6s and they roll d6s and the different abilities activate. I enjoy it. It's a nice little, takes 15 minutes to go through a roguelike dungeon, which is what I was looking for anyway. Also got into Touhou Spell Bubble because I like Touhou music and it's very good, and it's a puzzle game with Touhou music, so can't go wrong there, in my professional opinion, as a person who plays video games. And then New Europa update, that's always fun. Origins seems to, with the new updates, finally be working, so that's good. We finally have a stable launch of a Europa game. It only took, our update only took a few days after the actual launch, and to be fair, the only real major game-breaking bugs only technically occurred if you had certain DLC not installed, so I can kind of see why they were missed. People are like, how did you not notice this and all? And like, if you just played one game for 10 minutes, you did that. That's the problem with a game that big, is at the end of the day, there are so many different scenarios you have to run. With the DLC, for instance, every single possible combination, there's what, 18 DLC packs just for expansions and immersion packs? Quick calculations here. 18 times 17 times 16 times 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Yeah, obviously. Million, billion, trillion. 6 quadrillion games. Assume every single one of those games takes at minimum like even a day to go through at top speed. So the time, say 24 hours, means that's 153 quadrillion hours of games for one instance with every single possible combination of DLC turned off. And that's just me assuming 18. It could be more. It could be a little less. It's around that number. Yeah. Assume they're going to be playing every single game with all the DLC turned off. Because they made it, it's designed theoretically that way, whether you like it or not. I get both arguments for. Theoretically, run one game with no DLC, see what happens. That would probably also, because there's a lot of people who do that, especially with the Epic Game Store and Microsoft Store, because they just aren't in the game there. Point is, DLC is a complicated thing, and people just don't realize how much math goes into a lot of things. Just time. Time takes math. Life lesson for the day: time is math. I got nothing better off there. End of the day, I like the DLC update, and I think it finally actually works. And it reminds me what I really like about that game, which is just playing a nation, having fun, seeing historical events, seeing people pop up in names like, oh yeah, I vaguely recognize how these things all connect together, and then making a superpower out of somebody who should not be a superpower. Ethiopia is my current game, and their entire story was literally just about centralization. So my goal is just centralize faster, divide and conquer the enemies around me, so that I don't have to worry about them anymore. Unite the Heart of Africa, and eventually retake Egypt from the Mamluks. That's what I'm working on. It's fun. It's fun. But that's the stream game. Personal game, yeah, we discussed that already. So yeah, that's kind of what I got gaming wise, and otherwise, I eat pizza. I eat more than usual just because the warehouse work. Trying to balance that out with not going too crazy on food, but I don't know what my actual caloric intake needs are right now when I'm working 30 hours a week at a factory or a warehouse. And Costco is definitely a warehouse. It's not a grocery store. It's just a warehouse where you buy things off the shelves, as I describe it. Hey now. In other news, Black Friday's coming up. Gonna try to get a webcam possibly so that I can be staring at the webcam and not the top of my computer. Just better for work, better quality maybe. Then just the Christmas lights in the background that look tacky as heck. I love them. Don't get me wrong, but they don't belong in screenshots. Hopefully soon. That's what I got for now. Maybe I do something I can work with. We'll see. Other than that, though, I think we're good at the moment. Thank y'all for listening. See you later. See ya.